This week on Married to Medicine.
So sensitive, man. Don't talk about my wife.
You came at me and then your wife said reckless stuff, then all of a sudden I'm involved. So that makes me sensitive?
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine Season 11, Episode 2. Let's get right into this. Alright, so we start with some B footage of Phaedra with her boy, Contessa and her girl, Jackie doing her thing, and then Simone and Cecile. So Simone's waking up, she's got a hangover after that Freaknik party. She then wants to know what had happened. Like, how did Claude get to that party? So Cecile tells her that yes, he invited her. He apologizes, but he felt that he needed to do that. Simone isn't as mad as I would be if I were her. Cause why are you doing things behind my back? And why you love having so many female friends, Cecil? What's really going on? But again, Simone doesn't seem to mind that so much that she was invited, but she doesn't really see a path forward with Miss Quad. So then, Sweet Tea and Dr. G go to a nice restaurant. I love how much Dr. Greg loves Sweet Tea. Like, he keeps telling her how good she looks. So I'm really glad that they found each other. So they talk about the party. T tells him that she is tired of the dentist because she won't stop. Like, she has gone rogue. T then asks Greg how is he with Damon, and Greg says that the thing that Heavenly said about him, those things were reckless and foul. And Damon being asleep on the wheel on this is bizarre. And he's right. That's why every time I be hearing people say, oh, Damon is the best husband in the group and all of Bravo. Hell no. I've always said he's an enabler and he's just as messy. Because I will never forget a few seasons ago when they were at, it might have been Mexico, and they were on the dinner table and Heavenly said something about Mariah's mom and Dr. What was his name? Mariah's, her husband, Dr. Aiden, very respectfully said to Damon, bro, like, not with the family. And then Damon wanted to book up at him. What? Like, I'll never forget that. So, yeah. So, anyway, he even says that he understands where Damon is, like, why he's, the situation that he's in, because Greg has been there too. Like, if anything, maybe they should be rescuing him. He might be afraid of Heavenly and them frying pans. So, then we see Heavenly and Damon. They were also talking about the party, and Damon is saying, oh, Greg knows me, and Sweet Tea doesn't know, whatever. So then we see Dr. Jackie. She's with one of her many celebrity patients. This time is with Cash Doll. I've come to the conclusion that Jackie, at this point, will probably only be on this show, like, with her celebrity patients and to talk about medical stuff. She's kind of unnecessary when it comes to, like, the storylines of the show. But because the show is Married to Medicine, I get it. And she does say some important things, particularly about black women going to the doctor during their pregnancies. So I appreciate it. Okay, so then Quad is driving around on some car with some women. She is going to be throwing a party to celebrate her birthday. She's turning 43, and she's going to each individual woman's house to invite them. Now, she's still talking about nap on her confessionals. I was just like, ugh. Now, I did appreciate the invitation. It was a little creative. She had these ladies dressed up as flight attendants, and they would go to the ladies and say, you were invited on a flight to Paris. She went to Simone's office first, and they seemed cool. Simone was happy that she got the invite. She went to go hug Quad. So yeah, that was nice. So then Sweet Tea goes to Contessa's house. They're playing pool. They have a lot in common, especially they've both been victims to Heavenly's wrath on social media. So then they hear a doorbell. And Contessa goes outside. It was raining, but she goes outside and she gets the invite. And Contessa's like, oh, wow, this is nice, or whatever. And then she goes to say hi to Quad and says, oh, T is in there. Do you want to go say hi? And Quad says, well, we have to get going. So clearly, Sweet Tea wasn't invited. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing that makes me more sad than people being left out. I know what that's like, and it's horrible. Now, At the same time, listen, Quad, she has every right to not invite Sweet Tea to her party. That's her birthday party. As she said in the car when they were leaving Contessa's house, she was like, "That's my ex-husband's new wife." So, okay, that's fair. However, keep that same energy, because that's not the same energy you had when you crashed Sweet Tea's bridal shower. That's not the same energy you had when you wanted to hug Dr. G at the finale party last time. So let's be consistent. Also, we know Quad. You probably told one of them girls to throw that shade in that car about Sweet Tea, okay? It ain't slick. So then we see Quad. She goes to the venue where she's having her Paris theme party, and it's also going to be like burlesque theme. So then the ladies are getting ready. Simone, Contessa, and Toya were all getting ready in the same place, and Tessa is telling them how when she got her invite, Sweet Tea was there, and how she felt really bad. And I mean, how could you not? Toya then asks Simone, "Oh, like, when the hell are you going to handle your stuff with Quad?" And Simone says, "I don't know, but, like, are you okay with her? You seem to be all fine with her." And Toya says, "Yeah, listen, she apologized at the reunion. I felt like it was sincere, so I accepted it. I mean, at some point, if someone apologizes, you should probably accept it." Simone says that for her, yeah, she definitely owes her an apology for the way she explicitly talked about that incident at the reunion, because she was trying to give an example. But Toya says, well, that isn't the only thing Quad wants an apology for. She also wants you to apologize for what had happened at Napa. And Simone's like, oh my god, really? Like, we're going back to that again? So then everyone then begins to arrive to the party. Some of the women talk to the owner of the venue. And they ask her, oh, so you own this place? Yeah, that's cool. Did you help Quad put this together? And the lady says, actually, it was Quad's boyfriend who helped. Whoa, that took them all by surprise, because how the hell you don't know your friend has a boyfriend? And Simone says that this just further proves that Quad ain't their friend. Like, how she keep this a secret? They were all surprised. Also, as the women are at this party, the husbands all meet up at a restaurant. I guess the party must have just been for the ladies, but there were a few men there, and the ladies were like doing a scavenger hunt, like asking the few random men that were there if they were Quad's man. So then Quad does her big grand entrance. She looked happy. She then says that there's a very special person who she wants to come to the front, and she brings out her man. All the ladies thought he was very good looking. They say that he looks younger than her, though. I'm curious how old he is. Quad says that he paid for everything and that she loves him. He's a great guy, and she starts to get emotional. And apparently they've been together for a year. His name is Michael King, and Quad then introduces him to all of the ladies. Quad somehow brings up Sweet Tea not being there, and Toya says, "Yeah, we were just talking about that. I feel bad that she was left out." Quad didn't seem to care. Then Simone says that she's very glad that she was invited, and then Quad gives her a hug and says that they're gonna have a great conversation. So maybe they'll fix their issue. I mean, they seem very friendly at this party. Okay, so going back to the men. Curtis says, do you think the women are going to have some drama? And that's where Damon says, oh, well, I don't know. I don't really care about the drama. I stay out of that. And Greg says, listen, I get that. I do too. When the women are fighting, that's their thing. But sometimes there will be something that is said where you're just like, whoa. And, maybe you should say something at that point. Damon says, well, Heavenly gets along with everyone, so I don't know. Excuse me? Okay, so now we can add to the list. Earlier I had called him an enabler, messy, but now we can add delusional and liar. What you mean Heavenly gets along with everyone? What? But Damon keeps saying that he will never disrespect anyone, and he will never be in the mess. And that's where Dr. G has had it with the BS. He says, yeah, but your wife put me in it. She said I wasn't respected in the medical community and said things about my practice. Heavenly goes in. So then this man, Damon, has the nerve, y'all, to say to Greg, are you okay? He said that like in a mocking way. Are you okay? You're so sensitive. Don't talk about my wife. I was just sitting there saying, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? That pissed me off. So let's just get this clear. So Dr. Greg, according to this logic, He's being sensitive because Heavenly brought up reckless things about his character and about his career. So that makes him sensitive. Okay. But Damon, he can get all up in his sensitive feelings and say, "You know me? Do you think I'm a cheater?" Uh, make it make sense. Then Eugene asks, "Well, are y'all okay?" And Damon says, "Oh, well, Sweet Tea, her jabs really bother me." I was just like, wait, but we just said we were not going to get sensitive, right? I thought we had just established that we were getting too sensitive, but now you want to say that Sweet Tea's jabs hurt you? I mean, what is going on? So that was pretty much it. But I also want to say shame on all these men for just being quiet, sitting there. Especially you, Cecile. Shame on you, because you more than anyone knows what it's like to be attacked on the internet by Heavenly, and y'all just sat there and said nothing. Y'all didn't have Greg's back? Uh-uh. I didn't like that at all. Y'all were some cowards for sure. But anyway, you guys, that was the end of the episode. Let me know what your thoughts were. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.